Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's another episode of the Welcome to the Loot Town podcast. Once again, it's your boy Killah Threat representing that thoroughbred ENT squad. And once again, Cool Cal in the building for right now, but he will be back momentarily. But today we want to go ahead and tackle what I think, in my humble opinion, is a concept that I feel like everybody should already be on. But just in case you might feel like it might be a chore to do, it is, of course, reading. And I will explain the importance of reading and why I feel like if you do more of it, we can get a lot further in life. Holla back at your boy. Alright, y'all, once again, it's another episode of the Welcome to the Loot Town podcast. It's your boy Killah Threat, and today we want to go ahead and tackle the concept of the importance of reading. Now, if you want to know what reading is, now, I looked up the definition, so I just want to go ahead and just speak on the definition and break down the definition like I used to do in the older episodes. We're going to go ahead and bring that back. Holla back at your boy. But here we are. The definition is that it is the cognitive process of understanding written or printed symbols and typically words to a meaning or to derive a meaning. So if you read, it's to go ahead and to understand and to comprehend. Without reading, you can go ahead and understand things within your understanding, but if you further read and try to read and further read on, you can further understand things greater, You can learn new things. Expound on your knowledge. You're only as smart as you want to be, you dig me? But yeah. So how I was introduced to reading, like I feel like everybody was introduced to reading, was just by some neighborhoods might have had public service television, you know what I'm saying? Besides, of course, and this is like prior to, elementary school. I used to watch Reading Rainbow back when I was a child, back on the public broadcasting service or systems or whatever on PBS. I don't know if everybody in St. Louis or everybody that might be watching might have a public broadcasting service channel that might service the kids, to educate them. But one of the main things or the main aspects of the show was to basically teach people how to read and teach young kids how to read. So I picked up on that. I used to love to write books when I was younger. Before I started to do the rhyming thing, I always loved writing. So when I used to write these mini books, and I used to go ahead and read once I got the grasp of it, because my mother used to always buy these highlight books. I don't know if you ever seen highlights, but them was sick, like with all the different animals and all the stuff in there. My mom killed it with that. Shout out to mom. But once I got into that and got into school, which the teachers, which I went to a public school. I know some people go like to the religious school, or some people might go to like private school, or some people might go to a magnet school or a charter school or whatever. But I went to a public school, so you know what I'm saying. Shout out to all the teachers and the faculty out there in the public school that do their thing. But I know I had a lot of literature classes, reading classes, where you had to learn how to write. You had to learn how to go ahead and structure things when you write. So it was just a big thing. And one of the best ways to learn how to structure writing is to read. Especially if you want to go ahead and gain a type of vocabulary to go ahead and expound on your thoughts as rapid fire as they come to you. Reading most definitely helps with being able to obtain and being able to keep things in memory, so you can learn and understand and be able to process and go through the process of elimination. You might be able to read, but might not be able to comprehend what you might have read. So it's a cognitive process. You know what I'm saying? When you read with the eyes, it goes from here, goes in here. You know what I'm saying? But Besides me being introduced to reading, like I know everybody else is being introduced to reading, I usually like to introduce my kids because I am a parent, like I always like to state. I'm a parent of 2 sons and 1 beautiful daughter. I most definitely let them know that reading is cool. I bought them a whole gang full of cat kid books and dog man books, amongst an assortment of other stuff, especially some of the old school classics. You know what I'm saying, that we all was brought up on as well when we came up. But I let them know that reading is cool, and the school that they're in, you know what I'm saying, in their school district, they also let them know that reading is cool, and they also give them incentives for reading. So I believe rewarding a child to go ahead and read, and knowing that it would do them a great benefit in the long run is a win-win in itself. But most definitely why, like I said, it's important is just because you want to go ahead and be able to practice comprehending everything that you read. So if you need to build something when you get older, you just need to read it. If you have not ever built something, you don't have to be discouraged just because you never did something or never seen something being done. You should have enough faith in yourself to be able to read and follow directions or the directives to go ahead and get things accomplished. But most definitely my favorite thing, I would say, because I know if you're a reader like myself, some people might have things that they might not like reading. Like I know some people be like, yeah, I like reading books that might be like 70 pages long versus reading something that might be a whole novel or a whole encyclopedia Britannica, you know what I'm saying, of pages. But if you don't want to go ahead and go to the source route of reading, then you want to go ahead and just read something light. And start off small, like always. To go ahead and create a routine, you have to start off small. And then once you go ahead and conquer the small stuff, go ahead and graduate to the bigger stuff. Go ahead and challenge yourself to go even further, you know? So, my favorite things to read is like things about wealth, things about business, things about spirituality, things about health. Because you know health is most definitely wealth, you know what I'm saying, and just things that I can learn about history, you know what I'm saying, as myself as a black person, proud to be black every day, 365, 366. So yes, that's a lot of things that I like to read as far as the different genres. You know, in the comments, you know, if y'all feel like, go ahead and let me know what's your favorite thing to read, if you do read. You know what I'm saying? I know my old school people who read newspapers, that might be their favorite thing to read. Some people might like to go ahead and read tabloids. Some people might like to go ahead and read comic books. Some people might like to go ahead and read novels. Some people might like to go ahead and read whatever. You know what I'm saying? Lyrics, poems. But, you know, different strokes for different folks. I want to know. But, my favorite books as well, like a biopic book is a good book as well. Like for instance, like Malcolm X, learning about his life, you know what I'm saying, is a great book. Anything about biopics like Martin Luther King, Marcus Garvey, Huey Newton and the Black Panther Party. And then you can even go into, like I say, I go into like spiritual stuff. So like you can get the Book of Enoch, or you can get the missing chapters or the missing tablets that's been missed. Because I know it's like 36 chapters or something like that was taken. So or whatnot. So the Book of Wisdom, volumes 1 and 2. You know, or some good books. I guess I know a book that I just got that I'm going to go ahead and get into as well is The Ways of a Superior Man, you know, and The Psychology of Money as well is another good book that I just recently got that I got to go ahead and dig into. And I'm currently reading is Don't Believe Everything You Think by Joseph, I believe is Nunyan. It's spelled Nguyen. I don't know if it's Nunyan or Nunyan, but it's a pretty good book, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and control the way you think and the way that you process how things come across. You know what I'm saying? Just another way to attribute the ego check yourself, you know. But yeah, that's most definitely could reading become a bad thing? If I was to think about it, could reading become a bad thing? I can never think reading can become a bad thing, but I know for some they like, nah, we can just go ahead and look up a tutorial, my G. We can go ahead and look up that good old YouTube, my guy. We don't even need the literature no more. We got to go ahead and do away with the paper. Do away with the ink. We don't need that no more, big dog. Nah, we always can go ahead and read. It's fundamental anyways to go ahead and read something. Let your imagination take you somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Give this a workout. It ain't nothing instead of, you know what I'm saying, sitting in front of a screen watching stuff until your mind, you know what I'm saying, melt away is what they say, or call it just fry. But you know, maybe it's just me showing my age, you know what I'm saying? Hey. But let me know what y'all think, you know what I'm saying? Once again, I'll go ahead and cut the episode. It's another episode, though, of the Welcome to the Lewtown podcast. Again, once it's your boy, KT. Always, if you haven't, go visit a public library somewhere. Get you a library card and get you something to read. If you don't like that, order something off of Amazon. You know what I'm saying? Or off of TikTok. Or, you know what I'm saying? Go to Facebook Marketplace and find you a book. You know what I'm saying? Build you up a personal library, whatever genre that you like getting into, you know what I'm saying? And get you something to read. You know what I'm saying? Take a moment of time, you know, take 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? If you hate reading, take 30 minutes every other day. You know what I'm saying? To read something, or maybe 15 minutes a day. Just read something. Try to see if you can get through a chapter. Challenge yourself. You'll be amazed at what you can do when you challenge yourself and you do it consistently. Trust in your boy. But yeah, if you haven't, go ahead and make sure that you like, share, subscribe to this video feed right here, because I'm looking dead at you now. Look at the video feed, like the video feed, absorb the video feed, comment and engage on the video feed. As soon as I see the comments, I'm going to respond back. Holla back. And like I say, watch that video. I gotta go ahead and bring that up real quick before we go ahead and end the podcast. New video by me, Killah Threat, and Grim Giuliani. Sad but true. Go check it out. It's shot by Kyle Alexander, directed by Grim Scorsese. All right, and then also after you check out the Sad But True, go ahead and check out the Chronicle single and the video shot by Kyle Alexander, and just check out, like I said, the Age of Aquarius album. I can't stress that enough. It's everywhere on all platforms. I got all the correct links everywhere, including on the video link down below. So check it out and holla at your boy.